There we go. Hi, everyone. It should be working right now. As popular YouTuber PewDiePie would say, let's just jump right into it. I'm late. You're late. You're late. You're late to this. Hey, Caboose, thanks for becoming a member. You guys, you can become members. Help support the channel. Hi. Hey, everyone. 7 minutes late. You're late. You're friggin' late, guy. You're the late one. All right, so what's happening is we're going to go over every single person killed by police in the month of October in 2019. I know I said 2020. I am a time traveler. I can estimate who's going to be killed and in what manner. But I don't want to use those powers in front of you. There were people, I say that because there were people in chat saying 2020? Yeah, man. 2020. That's totally what we're doing. The reason we go over these sometimes, I haven't done one of these streams in about 6 months, is because people freak out and say police killed 100 people this month, and everyone freaks out and they're like, oh, well, they're doing it because they're bloodthirsty animals and they just like murder people, right? So we do these streams every once in a while where we go over every single person killed by police in a single month and show people that the overwhelming majority of police officers did it for a good reason. Shot somebody, that is. Oh, F the police? What? Why are you on this stream? A blue man bad. So, yeah, we're going to go over... Damn, that music got loud. We're going to go over every single person killed by police in October of 2019. No. Why is it? Yeah, am I drunk? I seem like it? Nah, you would know if I was, man. I would be wearing night vision goggles and asking about deep frying scorpions. Everybody knows that. I'm going to have myself a drink, though. Hi! I was a little late. I was 7 minutes late. You guys were... You're the late ones. Let me check and make sure everything's solid. Good to go. 5,000 concurrent viewers. I think it's like decent, you know? Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for supporting my channel. Thank you for being here. And we're going to get into it. Thank you so much for the super chats. Thank you for becoming a member. All my new members, welcome to the Donut Scuba Squad. You can hit that member button. Gives me a few bucks. Helps offset YouTube demonetizing literally everything I touch. Oh, subscribe to the second channel. They don't demonetize that. Okay, so if I click this button, what we have here... Hey, thanks for the big-ass super chat there, my guy. Nathan. We have justified, unjustified, need more info up in the corner. Sometimes we add more categories because it can get a little whacker. Pork rinds and Pringles? What? And then we have a list of everyone killed in the month of October 2019, provided by anti-police website, killedbypolice.net. They have some good record keeping. I can't not go to their website. So, we're going to jump into it. I'll show you how it's done. We're just going to keep running with it. It's hard for me to keep up with chat because there's 6,000 people in here now. Oh, no, still up 5,000. Okay. Okay, so how this works is an unidentified person. Wait, hold on. Oh shit, I heal myself. I can heal myself. Stop, dude. Stop. I don't want to hear you. Why do I hear myself? Oh, there we go. Okay, sorry guys. All right, unidentified person. Actually, we're gonna start the first. Jack Thomas Naylor. 3. 1 dead, an officer involved shooting. West Virginia State Police troopers responded to shots fired. When they arrived, Jack Thomas pointed a gun at them. As a result, troopers fired their weapons at him, who died. So we can chalk that up as, you guys guessed it, justified. Look at that. It's as easy as that. Roy Tucker. Names released and fatal officer involved shooting in Todd County. Roy Tucker, 75, was driving a white pickup truck. Oh, the chief shot him. Police chief. The officers involved in the shooting were the police chief. Damn. No further information is available at this time. They provide other links, so we're going to check that out. Hey, thanks for all the super chats. Firefighter here at the sheriff's office. Safe to watch. Yeah, I'm not going to curse in it or anything, hopefully. There is no information about that one. They're saying it's still being investigated, so that's when we would go, boop. See that? Joseph Jesk, 32 years old, out of Illinois. Shooting occurred in a parking lot. Hold on. A Bridgeview police officer fatally shot a man who police.
Is
Oh my
like
God.
This, you need quality floors from Empire Today. Like
where the fuck is this at?
With built-in stain and pet
No. Oh, I just said I wasn't gonna curse. Sorry, the news article threw an ad at me. Ugh. It said had a gun and rear-ended an officer's vehicle. It's very loud. Look, there's Joe getting out of the car, and I thought maybe he was just gonna ask where they're taking me. Next thing I know, the officer's firing at him. Woman's boyfriend verbally assaulted the officer and rear-ended the officer's patrol vehicle with a white van. When the officer got out, he pulled out a gun, and it turned out to be a BB gun, and the officer fired twice, hitting him. So we can all guess where that one would be. We have Justified. Where'd my lo-fi go? Come on, music. There it is. You need quality floors? Well, there it is. They planned that one really well. Okay. Christopher Loris. Vermont. Homicide victim found on Tuesday. According to press release, Loris was killed by gunfire. Yet to determine a possible motive. What? As the homicide victim found on Tuesday. What the fuck? Yo, stop. No, go away. These news sites. Oh my God. I hate news sites, dude. Is this what? The officers fired their service weapons. The man shot and killed by officers was son of a former 5-term mayor. The younger Loris opened fire on police on Rutland City Police Department headquarters Tuesday with an assault-style rifle. So he shot at a police station. He opened fire on 4 police officers. Okay, there we go. All right. Ronald Audette. First time man threatened to commit mass shooting. He allegedly threatened to commit a mass shooting. That'll get you killed by police. He's making disturbing comments. He said law enforcement officers would die. They spoke with him on the telephone, but he refused to come out of his house. He later exited the residence with a revolver in hand. They gave him repeated commands to drop the firearm, but he didn't acknowledge them and continued walking towards an open field before raising the gun. Deputies fired several rounds. Justify. Blue man bad. That's why we're doing this. An unidentified person. I don't even get this person's name. When police got to the porch, a man pulled out a gun and officers fired shots at him. They were there following up on an incident about where an officer's vehicle was rammed. Yep, I'd say that's a little justified right there. Bruce Clark out of Florida. We got a Florida man here. Oh, go away, paywalls. What in the hell is that? Officer attacked with wasp killer? What? Dark Mavis, thank you so much. What the shit, man? What is that? Man killed by an officer outside of a Walmart, sprayed hornet spray at the officer's face. After settling the initial disturbance peacefully, Officer Dureselian was informed by a Walmart employee about a man inside the store creating a disturbance. The employee said the man was acting aggressive and making an employee feel uncomfortable. Security guard asked him to leave. Officer approached him on the sidewalk in front of the store. At that time, the suspect crouched down as if he was hiding something, keeping one hand out of the officer's view. He then turned toward the officer, spraying him in the face with what was later found out to be a can of wasp and hornet spray. You know what? I would shoot somebody too if they were concealing something, and then suddenly a chemical is being sprayed in my face. But that's just me. Christopher Massey. Carrollton police ID man killed by officer after holding replica gun. That gets people killed all the time. If it looks like a gun, don't point it at a police officer. We all know that one. Officers tried to wake the man, but he was unresponsive. He was slumped over in a vehicle, so he's passed out drunk or high or something, probably. When they attempted to open the door and secure the weapon, he woke up and initially followed officers' instructions, but then he raised the gun and an officer shot him. What do you guys think? The interaction is a struggle. Do a face reveal? Never. What do you think about that one, guys? Slow mode must be on because I'm not getting I'm asking stuff and then it's like slow, you know? So weird. Like some kind of mode. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if slow mode is on or not. Hi. Tag back. Justified. All right. One person said justified. We're gonna check this. Okay. Go away. An unidentified person. Oh no! I don't care about your paywall. Please go away. Go away. Go away. I hate news websites. You thought YouTube would have broken by now? Just give it a minute. It'll break. I just need to keep doing this. It needs to see a little bit more of my mustache, and YouTube will just collapse and shit itself like it does every stream I have on here. Man was shot and killed. Callers reported that there was a suspicious man. A single deputy responded to the scene and discovered he was armed with a handgun. Shots were fired within a minute. Gun located in the ground. However, there's a gun located in the scene. The deputy that killed him was a 19-year veteran of the sheriff's office and has 17 years on patrol. But the guy had a gun and he shot him. What was he initially called into? Suspicious person? There was a suspicious man known in the area known to carry weapons. All right. All we know is that there was a gun at the scene. The deputy shot him. I would like more info on that one, buds. Man shot and killed by police in Maryland. I don't care about what you have to say there, Block Man. He looks like a Lego character. Maryland fighter weapon the first. They responded to a disturbance. The man in the home drew a handgun on them. All right. Well, that was an easy one right there. Super easy. In BC, Los Angeles. Man was shot and killed by deputies after they found him holding a large knife to the throat of a woman. Oh my God, that was easier than the last one. Holy crap, guys, we did it. Shit, which one was that one? That was that one. Okay, right? Yes. Johnny Quest, thanks for the $10. That's a cute little pear man you got there. We saw. Did we just do this one? No, it was a different Sacramento Bee. Okay, so let me tell you guys something. Sacramento Bee is fucking garbage. It's a garbage news publication. Yeah, and they do a lot of shady shit. I'm just gonna throw it out there right now. You know what? Fuck you. I'm going to a different site. We're going to CBS. Oh my God! Why? Fuck! I hate news websites. The reason for the shooting is unknown. We're just gonna chalk that up as unknown because I don't want my ears bleeding again. Ugh. Joshua Chase Connor of Texas. Oh, look, it's Rangers. Look at the Rangers. No retention whatsoever. They all carry 1911s and big cowboy hats. I guess they're not used to like these are admin guys. Gotta be. Deputy responded to a home. Person was reporting an assault and the theft of a car by a relative. Hey, thanks for all the new members. Welcome to the Donut Scuba Squad. You're a squirter now. Oh, David said deputy video incident. He approached the deputy with a large knife and a tree limb. The deputy shot the man with a sidearm. All right, don't approach deputies with large knives and tree limbs. He was dual wielding. Oh, someone else in Texas. Officer fatally shoots man on disturbance call. Killed in an attempted robbery and assault. I would say justified already. Let's read a little bit more into it. It's definitely justified. He took the officer's baton and assaulted him. Okay, all right. Super easy, guys. Super easy. I'm not answering any questions about gender neutrality and gender gaps, especially when it has to do with prisons. Donut, what was that? Oh, I missed it. First one saying, a Florida man will confirm the headlines are all true. Also, you're very drunk. Thanks, bud. Jack. Yeah, I can see the future. Paywalls, dude. Paywalls. Nobody wants to see your garbage. But I have to accept your garbage to see it. Uniformed officer shoots, kills disgruntled customer who crashed into a Chick-fil-A. Well, he deserved to be shot. Look, oh my God. Look what he did to that Chick-fil-A. Vehicle drove into the business. He died of his injuries at the scene. Oh, fuck you. Oh, are they saying killed? This is killed by police. Police found a guy. Are you kidding me? A disgruntled customer who was escorted out of a Chick-fil-A restaurant, got in his truck and drove it into a building. Oh, he was shot and killed by a railroad officer. Okay, I see. I thought they were trying to say that he unsuccessfully performed CPR on him at first, which is something that they would put on here. Anyways, sorry. My bad. Hey, thanks for the $20, Colin Butler. Best channel on YouTube. You're the best user in my community. You guys hear that? Try to top that. All right, so he tried to kill a bunch of people by driving a truck into a Chick-fil-A, which is a sin in the first place by destroying a Chick-fil-A. What a dingling. Dude, thank you, Cavi Carl. I take that back. You're my best. Thanks, guys. I appreciate all the support. That's definitely justified, man, for the Chick-fil-A. You don't destroy Chick-fil-A, man. It's God's chicken. Oh, KCPD. That's almost as bad as LVM Pete. LVM Pete, Las Vegas Metropolitan. Yeah. He armed suspect as well as officers who shot him. He pointed a gun at one of two Oklahoma City police officers. All right. Make it easier and easier. Michael Usello. Ooh, U.S. Marshals.
I think you look good for your age, Dad.
Shut up. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit about you. Deputies in the U.S. Marshal Service shot and killed a suspect in a residential neighborhood. The suspect was taken to a hospital. He died. There's no word of injuries. Videos from the scene show a windshield of an SUV riddled with bullet holes. The circumstances of the shooting were not disclosed. Do any of the other articles have that one? They were trying to conduct a traffic stop on a suspect who was wanted on narcotics-related offenses. The suspect did not stop, and a short vehicle pursuit ensued. At the conclusion of the vehicle pursuit, an officer-involved shooting occurred. I'd like to know more info about that one. I mean, he ran from police, and it's probably going to end with him getting shot, but I would like to know more info about that one. I'm trying to be fair. One dead following officer-involved shooting in Farmington. They responded to a call that said a man was threatening people with a gun. When they arrived on scene, they were confronted by the man. When the man pointed the gun at officers, one officer fired back. Super simple. Officers don't like guns being pointed at them. Police identified man killed an officer-involved shooting. Police responded to the scene. He was in a street waving a gun around. I already know how this one's going to end. He was shouting suicidal statements. They found him in the street with a handgun. He ran into his backyard, but was still within view of police, who gave verbal commands, but he disregarded their commands. Doyle and police exchanged fire. All right, well, that'll get you. Shit, police are probably going to shoot back. Speaking of shots, what should I drink tonight? I don't know, man. Drink some scotch. I love scotch. Scotch. They spotted a suspect who was wanted for multiple charges. Deputy approached the suspect. Have you guys noticed? I don't know if anyone else has noticed. I look at a lot of news, obviously, from what I do as a profession. Grammar and just simple spelling and elementary level fucking English has gone out the window. Got into the passenger seat of the car and fled. The deputy following the suspect until the driver got into a railroad crossing where the vehicle got stuck. He exited the vehicle and ran. Deputy chased him. Driver turned around, pointed a gun at the deputy. That's an easy one. So, funny story. A lot of you guys may not have heard this story. There's a policy at the police department. Ooh, look at that sweat. There's a policy at the police department where my sister works. My grandfather worked there for 30 years. It says you can't throw things at fleeing suspects. My grandfather was chasing a guy on some railroad tracks one time. And, there's those big, like, almost baseball-sized rocks. Well, my grandpa couldn't catch him, so he picked up one of those rocks. He chunked it at him, hit him in the back of the head, and knocked his ass out. You can't do that anymore at that police department. You're a typo. Where are we going? Man killed in Pittsburgh County. Oh, paywalls. I will allow you to shove ads in my butt this one time. A man was fatally I don't care about you. No. A man was fatally look at the ads. Let me just one second. Really, there's an ad that forces itself into your face and takes up half the page. There's an ad at the top. There's an ad on the side, and there's a survey you have to do to read the article. But guess what? We don't have to read the article to determine whether this is justified or not. A man was shot by police when he pointed a firearm at them. Yeah, screw your stupid survey. Get out of here with that. Oh man, a Tatiana Jefferson out of Texas. Hey, Andy Dorma, thanks for the $20 in Canada money. Hey, Donut, thanks for the great content. I appreciate that, Devin Nash. Fort Worth officers freed from jail after being charged with murder for killing Tatiana Jefferson. So the officer was in jail, charged with murder. What happened? He resigned before he answered any questions. Which one was this? I remember this one. Oh, this was the one where he shot her through the window, right? Right? Oh, Lee Merritt was over the... Lee Merritt's a turd. Really enjoying life in our home. Yeah, it was that one. 6 people, including Jefferson. Was there more information released about this one? I know I made a video about it, and I didn't agree with shit that happened. It's one of those shootings that I think is like, from what law enforcement experts were saying, like it was legally justified, but it was still like kind of a shitty shoot. Lawful but awful. You guys ever heard that term? Yeah, it was a pretty bad one. Didn't it end up being released too? I'm just going off of some of the information that was released after I made the video. That she had a gun, but he should have done... God damn it, what was it? Yeah, it was lawful but awful. Yeah. I don't know. I didn't like that one. All right, we got our first unjustified, in my opinion. MBPD releases names of officers involved in deadly shooting. The names of 2 Myrtle Beach police officers. Myrtle Beach, oh my God, the Dirty Myrtle. You guys ever been to the Dirty Myrtle? Can we get some of these? Hold on, I'm gonna type it first. Can we get some of these for the Dirty Myrtle? Hold on. There we go. Can we get some of those for the Dirty Myrtle? If you've ever been to Dirty Myrtle, let's see one of those in chat. The officers are Corporal Dan, 5 years law enforcement. What happened? They responded at 1:20 a.m. The victim said a white bicycle valued at roughly $600 had been stolen from his garage. Neighbor told police an unknown white man was seen climbing over a fence using a ladder that was stored inside his shed. The reporting officer noted the suspect was seen holding a rifle. Authorities confirmed the bicycle at the scene was the same one that had been stolen. What the shit? A man said he was in his vehicle leaving Dunkin' Donuts when Graham, the suspect, drove up to him in a burgundy golf cart. He was driving erratically and the golf cart nearly hit his vehicle. He swerved the golf cart and parked it in front of him before leaning out and saying, "I'll expletive kill you." The man said he sped off when Graham turned and started to reach for something. Jeez, man. Graham doesn't seem like a nice guy. All it says is he had a rifle. He's stealing bikes and he's got a rifle and he's telling people he's going to kill them. You know what? I'm just going to make an ass out of you and me and assume. Why are we getting Fs? Where's all the Fs coming from? I'm still streaming, right? You guys kill me. Kill me. Armed man shot and killed by police at bus station. Christ almighty. Hold on. Got to turn the ad blocker off again. Are you gonna do shooting for the Jersey City shooting? Yes, I've been trying to put something for that together. They shot and killed an armed suspect. They received a call about shots fired. They arrived. They found a man suspected to be the shooter. He ran away. Officers made chase. The man took out a handgun. At that point, police shot the man, wounding the suspect. He later died. All right. Well, you can't shoot guns in a fucking bus station and then run from police and then pull out a gun on them. Fernando Mora. FDLE investigating officer involved shooting at North Point. Inside North Point home. Special operations team. They were doing a narcotic search warrant. Hey, Dutch, thank you. Oh, that's cool, man. Badge number 28 with the Port Police. That's an early badge, huh? Can I slow down the chat? To be completely honest with you, I have no idea how to do that. I don't see any options for that. I am so sorry. What did he do? They were searching the house. They were confronted by a male suspect armed with a machete. They shot and killed him. Well, there's that one. All right, we're getting there. We're about halfway through, probably, right? No. A legal party. He's having an illegal party. It was a 17-year-old. He was fatally shot by officers. Officers received reports of multiple shots. Arrived at the scene and saw 200 people fleeing from the area and around 100 cars. Police say the unidentified officer fired his handgun, issued rifle 4 times at one of the people, actively firing a handgun. If you show up to a party and someone's actively firing a handgun, then I think that's justified if you shoot them, despite what age they are. You know, they're right-wing bootlickers. Oh, God. It's one of those people. Corpus Christi, come up with a new term. Bootlicker is really getting fucking old. Seriously. So come up with something new. Corpus Christi police investigate deadly officer-involved shooting. They found a man in the street with a baseball bat who threatened them. They tried to tase the man a number of times, but he was still aggressive. One officer shot the man who died. Justified. Deadly weapon. An unidentified person. Oh my God, no. There's a domestic disturbance. SWAT team decided to enter the apartment and found the suspect armed with a gun. They're investigating why officers fired. Hold on. Is there another article? Said it was domestic disturbance and they decided to enter the home and the guy had a gun. Oh, so officers responded. The guy had a gun. He ran back in the apartment. Then the SWAT team was called, and then the SWAT team decided to make entry. Man, I want more info on that one. Just don't have cream filling. Ask your mom. Families identified victim and deputy involved shooting. The family of the shooting victim in this case is Christopher Whitfield, the person who was killed early Monday morning. The deputy involved in the shooting has not been identified. Whitfield was shot and killed behind a gas station. That's all you got. Shit. Read this article. Boot Nibbler? That's a pretty good one. Burglary at a gas station. They claim he was running away from deputies when he was shot. Oh, the family says he was running away from deputies when he was shot. I'm sure that's true. He stole a box of chicken. He had a diagnosed mental illness. I wonder what prompted them to shoot him. That definitely needs more info there. You can't shoot somebody for running away with a box of chicken. And home, preventing them from doing so by locking. Deputies went to a home. Why? The man in the home prevented them from doing so by locking himself inside. What? 10-hour standoff. A man at the home shot 2 deputies. Wait, police say a man at the home shot 2 deputies, and in order to defend themselves, 3 other deputies returned fire. Oh, yeah, well, he shot police, so that kind of does that. Check out the story about Officer Madsen from the West Gun, New Mexico, shooting while on duty. Let's get through this little stream here. What are we? 30 minutes into it, and we're about halfway done. These streams normally last a little bit. That's why I try to run through them. It's October 2020. Yeah, you're right. Hey, Georgia Bureau of Investigation. Suspect was shot and killed outside an apartment complex. He was shot as he was charging, and she was shot as she was charging an officer with a knife. All right. Dennis Patrick. Why does this seem... Oh, that's one of the ones we just read. Here's the other one. Deputies spoke with him shortly before he began shooting at them. All right. It was 2 shootings in one. Cameron Eli. Oh, wow. That site is broken as shit. Wife of Tarzan actor Ron Ely found dead, responding deputies kill son. Oh, yeah. The guy that used to play Tarzan, man. His wife was stabbed to death by their son, and then he was killed by police. I remember reading about this one. I'm going to save that one because someone recently was asking me about that, and I didn't have much information for it. Oh, shit. There it is. Okay. Nashim Prolo. I don't know. Armed man was shot and later died after a gun battle with police. 27. Don't have a gun battle with police. He was unidentified as suspect in 2 kidnappings after being shot by law enforcement. All right, he kidnapped people. I don't care what the circumstances were. That's just me. You guys can go back and read that one. I don't care. Description says 2020. Oh my God, does it? I can see the future. How many times do I have to tell you guys? I can see even future police shootings. That's how much my power has grown. Have I tried rum chata mixed with Fireball? No, man. One of my favorite things when I go to a Mexican restaurant, I don't know why that made me think of this. I have not tried that. Because chata sounds like chelada, and cheladas are kind of like Mexican ashtrays. A Mexican ashtray is when you take a... What's the Mexican beer called? Tecate? Is it Tecate? No, I don't know. You take the Mexican beer and you pour hot sauce on top of it and squirt a lime on top of it before you open it. And then you open it. It's pretty good. It's called a Mexican ashtray. There's something else on there too. I can't remember. You can look it up. Gunshot wound to abdomen is cause of death of man shot by police. That'll do it. Name. They got a trespassing call at Krispy Kreme of all places. He was banned from the store and refused to leave, so he's a trespass. Officer began to speak with him. He became confrontational and pointed a black semi-automatic pistol at the officer. Not only were you trespassed from the Krispy Kreme, you pointed a gun at an officer. What do you expect to happen? Most of this is just common sense, but we got to go over it. Tecate. Yeah, it is Tecate, right?
Floors with Empire.
Oh, fuck your floors. It's the same video. It's the same video that just broke my eardrums a minute ago. I don't care, Empire. A suspect in a murder and an armed robbery. All right, let's just go ahead and 30. Some of them are just too easy. Deadly traffic stop. They pulled him over for not wearing a seatbelt. He didn't cooperate when officers stopped him. They approached the vehicle with 2 people inside. After determining that the driver had 3 open warrants, they began to arrest him. When he resisted, a violent struggle began. Sergeant used his taser. Suspect wouldn't give in. During the struggle, the man shifted the car into drive, making it appear that he was trying to get away. The video captures the man moving the car back and forth with the sergeant still inside the vehicle. A police officer is seen jumping out of the way to avoid getting struck. That's when the sergeant opened fire, striking him in the chest. So a police officer is halfway in the vehicle when he started driving off. I'm gonna call that one justified, guys. An unidentified person. Domestic disturbance, shots fired. He arrived on scene. Suspect was shot by the officer. There's not much info there. Holy cats, out here banning people in chat. Oh, blow yourself with your paywall. Put it right up there. Domestic disturbance, shots have been fired, no details have been released. All right, well, that's another, need more info. One person is dead after a gunfight with Arkansas State Police. The driver failed to stop, crashed into a vehicle. He got out of the vehicle and pointed a gun at police. All right. All these innocent people killed by police. Police chase turned shooting early Friday morning. Police started with a traffic stop. There was a pursuit. He rammed the officer's car and then was shot and killed by an officer. They tried to pull him over. He immediately sped off. He showed the car being chased, appeared to target the squad car before crashing into it. That's when a Bristol officer fired one shot. He used his car as a weapon, which is a 3,000-pound bullet, and he got killed for it. Oh my God. Look what this person did. Wrecked the internet. Man killed an officer involved shooting in Idaho Falls. The name of the suspect and the officer has not been released. No individuals were involved in the shooting. There is no ongoing threat to the public. Well, he's dead, so I would hope not. Unless he's a zombie. All right, can you give me some? They killed Jesus Quentin following a physical struggle as the trooper chased him, who was fleeing on a traffic stop on foot. Shot and killed him after they pursued him into a basement, and the suspect charged them and attacked them with pepper spray. Justified. If you're blinded and you can't get your gun, then that means that you have the disadvantage in that situation, and the suspect might be able to get your gun. It's identified as a man shot by police. Killed by Howell Township police officer. He was found dead in the bathroom. He was taken to the hospital. Upon arrival, officer approached the front door of the house. Charles opened the door holding a bladed object. He refused commands given by officers, one of whom fired, fatally wounding him. I'm justifying that one. You got a knife. Cops say to drop it, and you don't drop it. And then, I mean, what do you think's gonna happen?
Police say that a man was killed.
No, honey. Officer used taser twice before fatal shooting. Pulled somebody over for a traffic violation. It was some kind of equipment issue. Driver refused to pull over and sped off. Ran over some barriers. Hit a parked car. Guy got out of his car and ran off. Officers chased the man. They found him. Got out of his patrol car. Tried to stop him. Had his hand in one pocket. Refused to take it out even after the officer gave him several commands. Officer used his department issue taser to try and stop him. There's some kind of close contact between the man and the officers. Taser had no effect. Suspect tried to use his taser on him. No effect. Still had his hand in his pocket when he suddenly fell to the ground. That's when the man pulled out a gun from his pocket and pointed it at him. All right. That was an easy one too. Just took us a minute to get there. Are we nutting in chat? What? Is it that kind of chat? You guys want to see me raise $700,000 for Australian wildfires? All right, you're gonna have to go to my premium Snapchat. The police shoot and kill a woman in her car after she pulls a gun on officers. You know what? We're gonna do the title on this one. Officer involved shooting. Suspicious circumstances between the drivers of two people was the call. One of the two drivers was armed with a handgun and refused to drop it. All right, fucking, that's an easy one too. Keith Scott all over again. Not that hard to drop a gun. Trooper involved shooting. Pronounced dead at the scene. Oh my God. A Hyundai Veloci. I didn't even know it was a car. That's an ugly car. I was past a patrolling trooper at a high speed. Trooper tried to pull over the car, refused to stop. There was a 9-minute chase. He reached over 100 miles an hour. Got out of the car holding a .357 revolver and began walking towards the trooper. Yeah, okay. Don't fucking do that. Stupid. Oh my God. I just want to look at it. All right. Let's try this one again. Incident. Oh my God, a survey, please. Please stop. We're going to the other article on this one. Confrontation. Shots were fired during the confrontation, killing him. No further information has been released. All right, cool. Unidentified person in Texas. Offer involved shooting at Walmart. Wow, Walmart? Nothing illegal ever happens there. 2 officers, part of an auto theft task force, were looking for stolen vehicles. They confronted a driver of a possible stolen SUV. They tried to question him, but he became irate. He refused to stop and dragged the 2 officers. One of them opened fire. All right, don't drag cops. Crim, David Schaefer of Washington.
Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us for Creme 2.
Why are you plastic people so loud? The Confederate Schaefer died from 2 gunshots to the torso. He was shot and killed after he pointed a gun at a Spokane police officer. There we go. We did it. We did it, Reddit. NYPD officer shot in bulletproof vest. Suspect killed. All right. Well, that's an easy one right there, too. Vincent Smith. Oh, unsupported media. I guess a website is unsupported media on the internet now. Dispatch conducted a welfare check of an adult male who is believed to be suicidal and armed with a handgun. Lengthy canvass of the area was conducted. They located him walking. Fled from police. Foot chase ensued. During the foot pursuit, there was an exchange of gunfire involving one of the officers where the suspects were shot. Well, there was an exchange of gunfire. Exchange means he shot at them. There we go. Some people may not agree with how I'm doing this. You can go back and look at oh my God. Go back and look at them all yourself. Even if you don't agree with me, you got to say that the overwhelming majority of this is justified. Killed during a shooting at his place of work, which also left the suspected shooter dead. Guy shot Manuel Marquez, a handyman at the bar. Oh, fucking, you shot a bar back? What a prick. Police said an officer responded to the shooting. Oh, I think I saw the video of this one. He shot him through the window, one-tapped him. I haven't done the... I think that's this one. Yeah. Yeah, he shot the bar back and killed him. There is a video of this one. Oh, man. Hold on. Yeah. Val, I know Val's in here. Val, you make a note to look at this one. Long Beach, California. Manuel Marquez got shot. There's a video of this one. And dude gets one-tapped by police. I'm pretty sure it's this one. I forgot to do that video. Michael of North Carolina. Oh, he got killed in Aldi? Oh. He is beyond drunk. I don't know how he made it out of the store, but he's harassing people in the parking lot. Police responded 5 minutes later. Then they called in shots fired. Officer approached and they approached and encountered a man with a gun. The officer shot and killed the armed man. I'm gonna rule that as justified from what we saw. Drunk guy, super drunk guy in the parking lot harassing people. Police show up and he's armed and he ends up getting shot. No one's fault but his own. Extreme ownership. If you're an idiot who gets shot by police because you're drunk and waving a gun around your parking lot, that is your fault. It's not the cop's fault. Stalking suspect dies following car chase. Short pursuit, stop sticks, deflated the tires. Anthony Videro got out of his vehicle and pointed a gun at deputies. That's an easy one. Shreveport, Louisiana. Responding to a complaint of a disorderly person. Responding officer encountered him who was waving around a pair of scissors while on the phone in the lobby of the hotel. Oh, that's the woman that did the flip. I remember that video. I did that video. She said the N-word at that man with a hard R. Very, very disrespectful. But she did rush him with a pair of scissors. She shouldn't have done that. And then she did a perfect forward roll. Suspect was killed in a deputy-involved shooting. They believe he was armed with a gun. A deputy was dragged by his own vehicle when the guy entered his cruiser and began driving. That's, again, whose fault is that? He dragged the deputy with his own vehicle. Huh. Shreveport? Hey, what's my Twitch? You'll never be able to guess it ever in a million years what my Twitch is. Ever. Jack Durbin, thanks for subbing. Members only streams or early upload anytime soon. Yeah, I want to start getting back into that. I need to give more to the community. Oh, do you guys like my lights, by the way? I put up some lights tonight just to give it a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Man dead after shooting. Damn, look at that guy's jaw. He had domestic abuse charges. He was armed and exchanged gunfire with authorities. There's another easy one. Officer hit in face with chair. Oh, that's the one where he put him in a coma and people were defending this guy on Twitter. Do you remember I made a video about it? The dude hit a cop so hard in the head with him he had to be put in a coma. And then the cops shot and killed him, and there was all these people on Twitter that were like, oh, he was a good man. We always knew him. He was a great guy. You can't put a cop in a coma and, like, expect not to get shot. I did a video on that one, though, by the way, guys, if you want to go check it out. It's on here somewhere. Unidentified person. Carjacking suspect. He's dead. Attempted carjacking. They caught up with the suspect. 2 men in a different car. Tried to stop the car. Passenger got out and confronted officers. Passenger was shot and killed. A gun was found beside the man who officers shot. Carjacking suspect. Guy got out and confronted the officers. Had a gun in his hand. That's another instance of play stupid games. Are you drunk? I am. I am not. I'm trying to run through this as quick as possible. Well, you know, not sloppily, but just go through it in a timely manner because these streams take a bit. It's already 50 minutes in. So what the reason for saying that is I can't stop and drink as much as I want to. So no, I'm not drunk. Shoot a man who's reaching for a weapon and wouldn't listen to deputy's commands. There we go. That's a Nanzao. Where you at? Athens, Georgia? Yeah. Pulled a gun on officers to say they were responding to a fight between neighbors. Well, sometimes you don't even need to read very much into them. Facebook.com. This is the only place this one is posted. Adult male attempted to hit the reporting party's father with a baseball bat. He ran in a field to get away from the suspect. You're also my dad's a stadium for 26 years. Our work, so thank. Yeah, John Gaston, no problem, man. Tell your dad thank you for your service for me. Suspect did not respond to deputy's commands. He was holding a bat. There was a short foot pursuit. He confronted the deputy with the bat and launched towards the deputy. All right, don't run at a sheriff's deputy with a baseball bat. Jonathan Slattery. Overnight. He was dispatched to locate a man that was suicidal. They found the man in the parking lot. There was a struggle. Struggle was occurring. He produced a weapon with officers in close proximity. They fired shots at the man. Bounced at the scene. Neither the deputy nor the officer were injured. Well, if he produced a weapon. Doesn't say what kind of weapon. Should we assume what the weapon was? I'm gonna guess it was a gun. It didn't say anything about a firearm or a gun, does it? Produced a weapon, fired shots. Doesn't say even what they found. Huh. That's weird. Need more info for that one. I want to know what the weapon was. Good night, Wolf Hunter. Oh, Oklahoma shooting. Assisting a Creek County Sheriff's officer with an attempt to locate a man that was threatening to commit suicide. Pursuit ended. Shots were exchanged. Exchanged means that person was shooting at police. If you shoot at police, then you get shotted. And deaded. Sometimes he's 63-year-old man dead after officer involved shooting. He was armed with a handgun. The man fired a shot at the officers. 56. Oh, WHNT is the website. I don't know why I'm saying that. Dana Fletcher of Alabama. What part of Alabama? I grew up in Alabama. Can you have a kiss? Oh, yeah, Ocean Man. Come on over. Madison, Alabama. They're on miss 5. And 5 officers are on leave. 5 officers shot the guy. They were called to check on a subject at Planet Fitness. Officers arrived, checked with the person who fit the caller's description. Altercation took place. The man did not comply with officers. At least one officer fired shots, and the man died from his injuries. There is no further information. Pointed a gun at...
Tonight there are 2.
You hush up. Pointed a gun at officers. There we go. We could have just went to that article. Lewis Aregwin Lara. I just realized I'm hungry as shit. Guys, if you could, go over and subscribe. Or just follow. Twitch.tv/DonaldOperator. I've been playing a lot of Tarkov over there. It's pretty fun. Investigators said officers were simply helping a driver who was stuck in the road. Police said it all started when a training officer and his trainee pulled up into a car. We don't know what's wrong with the car. We don't know if it was out of gas. We don't know if it was something else that made it inoperable, Sergeant Shane said. Investigators said a woman was waiting in the car. She told officers she was okay, but the car wouldn't move. Oh, we saw this one. I made a video on this one. The dude drove up on the bike and pulled a gun out, and like 4 officers shot him. Yeah, that was justified. He fucking pulled a gun out and pointed it at him. SACB. Garbage ass website. Deputies fatally shoot man in Carmichael after he shoots. Hold on. We can probably do this from the top. Shoots and kills a woman. 59. If you shoot and kill a woman or anyone, then you're probably going to get shot by police. Responding to a family disturbance. Family members called for help. They said he was a known drug user who also suffered mental problems and was threatening to kill them. Family gave deputies a key to the back house and they went inside, but the guy hit the sergeant in the arm with a shovel. They used a taser, but he did not stop and pushed his way in the back room of the house and continued swinging the shovel violently up and down. Deputies sent in a K9 deputy, but he was hit several times, causing a deep cut to his neck. Then he picked up a crowbar and started swinging that. So they did everything they could, even getting a K9 deputy injured. You know, he injured a dog. They did everything they could to try and save the guy. But he lunged at a sergeant with a crowbar. That's when they shot and killed him. They did everything they could, man, and even got K9 injured. What are you going to do? Officer did everything by the book and officer involved shooting.
An independent witness video.
We say, officer arrived on scene. Police said he approached the vehicle Chanley was in with the door open. Who's Chanley? He was injured in the car accident prior to the officer survived shooting. Oh, police said they do not believe the man who died, Chanley, was injured in the car accident prior to the officer involved shooting. When the officer arrived on scene, police said he approached the vehicle, which had a door open. So it was a vehicle accident. At this point, officer asked Chanley for his driver's license, but he said no. Police said he then reached under his seat for something. The officer saw that and backed up and began shouting demands. At this point, he came out of the vehicle and charged the officer with a weapon, which was later identified as a hammer. 61. Baltimore. Crime doesn't happen in Baltimore. This is fake news.
Those officers are now...
Armed suspect was shot and killed and 2 officers were injured. 62. Michael Pinkerman, West Virginia. Michael Pinkerman allegedly shielded his son as he shot at deputies. All right. Can't shoot at deputies. An unidentified person out of California. Kills men with knives, plural. He was threatening people with knives on a train platform. That'll get you shot. Mustache rides free? Nah, man. You can't afford them. Suspect killed an officer involved shooting, had a history of DUI charges. Well, he's a piece of shit, but what'd he do? Officers arrived. They found a car returning to pickup. Guy was, oh my God, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. Kongfatikan. Kongfatikan? I think that's close. Described the officer. He was under the influence of alcohol, refused to get out of the wrecked car. They saw him reach over for a handgun in the car. He grabbed it, got outside of the truck, and refused to drop it. Officer fired multiple shots. All right. Fucking, that was an easy one, too. Hey, we're almost there. First name Billy. Just like, ah, man. Man armed with an axe killed by deputy. Jesus Christ. They were confronted by a suspect wielding an axe, and at least one deputy fired at the man. Don't try and fight police with an axe. Let me shave your stash? No.
County Sheriff's deputies
No.
are now on paid administrative leave after their involvement in last night's shooting that killed one man. The incident began around 8 o'clock in Mariana. Sheriff's officials.
He didn't stop. They approached the vehicle and he pointed a firearm at deputies. Okay. 67. Where we at? Oh, last one. Halloween night. They responded to multiple... Jesus Christ. They responded to multiple reports of a man armed with a handgun. Officers saw that the suspect was holding a gun in his hand and gave him verbal commands to stop and drop the gun. Suspect refused to obey commands and placed the gun in his waistband. He then walked across the street. Suspect appeared to be drawing his gun when one officer fired at the man, striking him at least once. Sounds like suicide by cop. Oh, there's his replica handgun right there. Yep. All right. So, how much money to shave? $200,000. So close to 69, but we didn't quite get it. That's what we got for the stream. Woo, we did it in under an hour. We try to get these streams in under an hour. Oh man, that was definitely racially motivated shooting on this one. So we did it. Why does the description say October 2020? Because I can see the future, you idiot. As you can see, actually I just changed it. You went through all these with me. If you want to go back and do your own research, you can. But I saw 68 justified cases, 1 completely unjustified, and 9 that we need more information on. So the moral of the story is like, why I do these streams is because police do kill a lot of people every single year. But it's every month we do this. We haven't done every month, but every time we do a month, it ends up being something like this, where it's like 98% justified. So you can't jump on Twitter and get mad and say, police killed 1,300 people this year. You gotta look at each individual case and kind of think, use this gray matter up here to figure out for yourself. Oh, wait, he was pointing a gun at police. Stuff like that. Sending 20,000 now. I said 200,000, you cheap ass. What was unjustified? It was the one where, the one we called it unjustified. It was a woman that was in her home with her nephew and the cop came up to the window and fired through and shot her. I think, we talked about it a little bit. It ended up being kind of a lawful but awful type shoot, which I still don't believe it was. I don't know. It was it was a garbage shoot in my opinion. So yeah, that was unjustified. What's gonna happen now is I'm probably gonna go eat a sandwich. It's 10 o'clock. I'll be over at twitch.tv/donutoperator. Gonna play some Tarkov, hang out. There's usually not as many people over there, so I get to interact with you guys more. There's gonna be some member only streams coming up, so if you want to hit that become a member button, please do so. And we'll have some of those streams. Other than that, man, that's it. Twitch.tv/donutoperator, donutoperator.com for super sweet merch. Nut, as always, just nut. Nut. That's it. As you guys have been saying this entire stream. So, that's it. I'll be over there on Twitch in 10 minutes. So probably 10:20-ish. That's more than 10 minutes, but 10:20-ish, I'll be over there. Everybody, please have a fantastic day. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for all the super chats. You're all rad. I love you.